Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 News.
Very interesting.
You mean I'm going to be upstaged by the president?
You will be upstaged by the
gosh.
president. I'm giving you your warning, your warning right now. He is a big boss.
That's
Probably one of these 7 bosses that we're about to talk about. So chances are that you have had or you have a horrible boss. I'm not saying that the president's a horrible boss, that you have to answer to every day. So Scott Ventrella, he's the author of Me, Inc. and the Power of Positive Thinking in Business. He's here to break down the 7 types of horrible bosses. So we're not talking about all bosses.
These
are horrible bosses.
Yeah.
Okay, and how to handle them. So good morning.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Good to have you here. So why 7? Is it 7 categories of horrible bosses?
I've been in the business world for about 25 years in various manifestations, mostly in consulting and coaching. And in that collective experience, I've been able to I've gone back through people who have come to me for advice.
Okay.
And just simply I found that there are categories. Now let me be clear, of the 7 different types,
yes,
you can do mix and match as well. So
okay,
there can be combinations of these.
Like a combo
Absolutely.
Horrible boss.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
so let's get to the 7.
Okay, you got it, sure.
So the first boss would be the rat.
The rat. So the rat is, look, to be really blunt, really sleazy. In fact, in the movie Horrible Bosses, the rat would be the character played by Colin Farrell.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't see that.
Well, they're just sleazy and unethical. And you know what? I'm going to date myself, but going back to Taxi, Danny DeVito, he played Louis De Palma, so that kind of a character.
Okay. How do you handle that kind of boss?
Well, you know, generally they're either being unethical and or illegal, and so usually in most companies you've got some recourse either through HR or a chief ethics officer, and you should be guaranteed anonymity. And likely what you'd want to do, what I coach people to do, is to bring it to somebody's attention where confidentiality will be assured.
That sounds serious. That's a serious boss.
It's very serious. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the hog boss?
The hog. A lot of people experience the hog. They're the ones that take all the credit. So you do all the hard work, and then the boss, when they're with their boss or when they're in one of those big meetings, they're taking all the credit. You're not getting any of the credit whatsoever.
How do you handle the hog?
Well, you got to be very careful, because some people, the tendency is to bring attention to themselves and say, well, wait a minute, and they get all indignant and they say, I did it. You don't want to do that, because generally the culture knows that you're the one that did all the work. Over time, even the boss's boss, the hog's boss, they recognize that.
They see it.
Yeah.
Like
so
karma.
So just keep quiet and keep your head down and keep doing good work.
It'll all work out. The badger boss.
The badger's the micromanager. So they're the ones that you can't do anything right, and you may be very diligent and very conscientious, but no matter what you do, you can't get it right. They're always checking your work, etc.
How do you handle them?
Well, with them, you want to confront them, because you want to know, do they lack confidence in you? Do they not trust you? Are you doing work that is not consistent with what their standards are? So you want to ask them and pin them down to what's going on.
Okay, the last 4, the fox, the Tasmanian devil, the chameleon, and the squirrel. So which one do you want
Let me hit the Tasmanian devil, because that's more common, and especially with high unemployment right now. The Tasmanian devils, these are the tyrants, these are the bullies, these are the people that are making life miserable for a lot of people. And you know what? Just like in the movie, your hands are tied because you need the job.
You need the job.
And so they feel that, you know, the Tasmanian devil, you think Devil Wears Prada, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So with the Tasmanian devil, the good news is that many organizations now are coming down pretty hard. They in terms of you know, bullying and intimidation. So what I'm finding, and I've seen this firsthand, is you do not want to work in that kind of an environment.
So
and generally,
quit?
I would caution you, before you quit, try to go through the proper channels. Either try to find ideally somebody in HR. Some people don't trust HR to do this, though.
Yeah.
Or a trusted mentor. And I've seen it where, with enough evidence, and usually the Tasmanian devil, the bosses or senior executives, they know it. So if there's enough allegations, they can be removed. And I've seen that, where they're terminated, actually.
Well, I tell you this much. I think, Scott, everybody can relate to one of these bosses at some point. So you can learn, by the way, much more. Scott has business tips and much more of these bosses. Again, the book is called Me, Inc. and the Power of Positive Thinking in Business. It's right there. We've posted a link on our website, fox5sandiego.com. Just click the Scene On tab. Scott, thanks for being here. Raul,
thank you, Shelley.
Scott says, what kind of boss do you have here? Raul, I'll let you answer that.
Have you lost your mind? We have a wonderful boss.
We love
Of course. of course. Now we can talk offline later.
Yeah. No, he's great.
All right, thank you both very much.